Welcome, my name is Barney Reese. I'm the author of How Blessed You Are in God's Promises. I'll talk more about the concepts of the universe and things that you can't explain or do. What happens if all of a sudden you meet somebody that you just believe that you're supposed to meet to give them some information? This happens sometimes in this particular universe because people are thinking or asking questions and they don't have the answers, and you happen to have the answers. Maybe you read a book, maybe you're studying on the spirituality, maybe something resonates with you. Excuse me. But whatever the case may be, you make those choices. And when this happens, you shouldn't get mad. This is the universe using you. Everybody's always praying in church or wherever they may go, or whatever their spirituality may be, or whatever their guide or spiritual path may be, on use me, make me more than this. Understand you are a cosmic, spiritual, vibrational light being in a vibrating universe, having an experience in a body. This is what you are. You're made of 30 trillion cells or more, 0.7 volts per cell, a heart that feels magnetic field, and mind, which is a supercomputer, or 15 supercomputers. Now, this is science. You have 400 bytes of information per second. To give you an idea, that's 60 to 70,000 books at 250 pages or more in each book that you would write out. To give you an example of how much it is, you have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. Now, when you put all this together, you start to understand what you are. As I would tell people, you need to learn to love thyself, and you need to understand what you're capable of. You have no limits. You never have. People have lied to you for centuries to get where they're at. You wonder why 1% own all the wealth in the world? It's because they conned you. The biggest con of all is some of the churches that decided that you would keep you in a fight or flight mode, thus keep your energy levels low so that you couldn't do anything. And some of them are even huge countries now that still get money. So they've been getting $10 out of every $100 that people have given for the last so often, for every $100 that they've made for centuries. And they keep growing, and they keep giving you 66 books out of different religions and different things, and they've stolen information from people worldwide to give you this. And this was two religions. One was Christianity and one was Muslims. So don't ever think that this is just something that just happened. These are the two that pretty much decided that they would rule over you, and they have done a great job at it. But if somebody comes into your life and they start to resonate, or they start to talk to you and tell you things that's going on, then that is the case. Now, in your case, you're going to meet people that's going to help you to achieve some of the things that you came here to do. Some of you think that this is all fiction and this can't be true. I'm not living in a matrix. The Matrix was a documentary. When you understand this, you start to understand how this universe is made. You're an avatar in a body. You have an experience, these dreams where you're in different locations, and it seems so real. It is real. Your body, you actually leave every night while you sleep. While your body recharges, kind of like a battery, you're going around different places, different universes, different locations in this universe. And you need to understand something. You constantly shift into everything. That means there is infinite possibilities in your universe. Now, people miss this and they don't understand this universe. What do you mean, this universe? You manifest everything in this lifetime. Nobody does it for you but you, by your thoughts alone. But when you add all this together, you become a very powerful spiritual being in a body. To get in this body, you went into a lot of darkness to finally reach into this small little body. When this egg and sperm met, that light entered was you. Now, when you comprehend all this and you start to see this, you start to understand how things are. When you're reading whatever spiritual guide that you happen to be, whether it be the Bible, whether it be the Krista, whether it be whatever, the Quran, whatever you may be reading, you need to read it and ask yourself, is this something that the creator of the universe would do, or if this is something that man would make up and say they would do? The minute you do this, you emphasis. Also learn to say, am I aware? What awareness is an awareness that you are a spiritual being in a body. The minute you say awareness, you're going to start to become aware of things around you. It doesn't matter what religion you're in or where you're at. Concentration is the occult. Meditation is going to be Hindu, Buddhism, and the religions of that sort. Christianity is going to be prayer. Muslims most likely going to be prayer. But they're all the same thing. You're trying to get this energy to the top of your head, which is your crown chakra, and beyond. The minute you do this, think of your spine as a escalator going up and down, up and down, up and down, or maybe a water wheel going backwards and forward. This is the energy going up and down. This energy builds up every full moon cycle. That means you have energy that builds up, and you have to transfer it to your cells. You have to learn to stay out of a fight or flight mode. The minute you do this, you become the best version of you. Only you can become the best version of you. Nobody else can do this. Why do you want to be the best version? Because the better the version you are of yourself, the more you're going to do in this universe. You must understand about the positive and the negative. Learn to be yin and yang. That's a balance. Why do you want to be a balance? High frequency, low frequency. This is what you are. This is what the universe understands. It does not understand you screaming and hollering and acting a fool. It doesn't understand when you're begging and pleading on your knees. It understands energy levels. You wonder why 1% of the world population rules everything and is the richest of all. It's because of their thoughts, their thinking. These are the things that you can do. There's nothing you can't do. You want to be a doctor, you go to school. You want to be a lawyer, you go to school. You want to take a class, you go take a class. You want to learn have a business, you go look at businesses and start getting ready to open businesses. The universe will start to help you. You have to be open to it helping you. Understand, you have a subconscious and a rational mind. Your subconscious runs 95% of everything you do. So once you understand this, you understand that you are limitless. Your subconscious is a blind captain of the ship. 95% of everything you do, but it can't see anything, so it learns to listen to the rational side of the mind. But what you don't understand about your subconscious, it can override your rational mind, and you'll start to do things. In other words, when you keep saying, I'm going left, I'm going left, I'm going left, but you've been going right the whole time, you'll eventually go left because your subconscious will override it. It understands repetition over and over and over. Your subconscious does. Now, when you understand all this, you start to understand that, wait a minute, I can change the very way I think and change who I am and where I'm going in life. This is what they're not going to teach you in any school or anywhere else, because they want to keep you under their thumb. They want to stay the 1% always in charge of you. And they do this through movies, TV, video games, music, anything to keep you occupied. To give you an example, the bell that they no longer allow you to use, the reason they quit using the bell is it literally heals you. So people that would hear this bell ringing would sometimes be healed of an illness that they couldn't get rid of just by the vibrations alone, by the sound. So they quit using the bell. They don't want you well, they want you sick. So be careful what you're eating. If it's not real food, and it's processed food or something that you open with your hands, be careful, because it's a way of poisoning yourself. The way to undo this is fasting. When you fast just for a few hours a day, it will help you to clean up the mess that's in your body and run smoothly and better. Understand, you only eat for taste and for nutrition. That's the only reason. So the food that you're eating, you're probably eating way too much, but you do it anyway. People that have lived a very long time used to eat one meal a day every 3 days. Now, what this did was they was fasting all through that time. There was not enough food and nutrients in their body to get sick. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Well, my time is up on this video, unfortunately. I hope you will continue to listen to me. Please spread the word. Please pass this on to others that need to hear this. And always love thyself, for you truly are well loved. And remember, love will conquer all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Goodbye.